Hello there, it's Mark here and welcome to our thought for the day. Today I'll reflect on a profound comment that someone once made to me when I was going through my training for ordination. They said this. They said, we need to learn to live from a place of acceptance, not live to gain acceptance. We need to learn to live from a place of acceptance, not live in order to gain acceptance. Now, I don't know about you, but I often get that the wrong way round. I find myself feeling that, I've got to achieve something today in order to be worth something. That if I do the tasks, whatever they are that I need to do, and if I do them well, I will have somehow earned my value. Of course, therefore, if I don't do them well, if I forget to do something, if I make a mistake, then I'll somehow be worth less, like I won't be good enough. As I was considering this, I was reminded of Jesus' baptism, which in Matthew's account happens at the start of Jesus' adult ministry, just before he's led into the wilderness to be tempted. Of course, it also happens before Jesus has done any of the things kind of for which we perhaps know him best for. His healings, his proclaiming and embodying of the kingdom, his touching the untouchables. Of course, his death and his resurrection. Before he's done any of those things, he's baptized and he hears that voice of God saying to him, "This is my son, the beloved. I am very pleased with him." I don't know how you're feeling today as you watch this. I don't know the journeys you're on or what you're carrying. But know this. You are loved. You are loved by God. Every single person watching this is worth something. Every one of you is valuable and has something to offer. And to understand this, to live from that space of being loved, it's not an arrogance, but something that should be foundational to our lives. To be secure, to be assured that we are loved by God. We don't live our lives in order to earn God's love and acceptance. Rather, it's a gift that is freely given. And I often wonder how much more freely I would live if I really kind of owned that for myself, if I really lived out of that space. No matter what happens today, and maybe I think my whole Christian life is trying to learn what it means to live from that place of being loved by God. I'd probably look at myself differently, probably see more value in myself, and I'd probably treat others differently as well. Jesus says, got to love our neighbours as we love ourselves. Well, if we love ourselves properly, that's going to have a profound impact on how we treat those around us, our ability to treat others with dignity, with love, and with respect and value. Perhaps Jesus is saying that when we live from a place of love, we are better equipped to love those around us and those we encounter. I want to end this morning. I've said this morning. I don't know what time you're watching this. It could be any time of day. But let me end this thought for the day with these words from Brennan Manning. If you've never read anything by Brennan Manning, please do. He was certainly somebody who knew a thing or two about grace. And he says this: the Lord Jesus is going to ask each of us one question, and only one question. do you believe that I loved you, that I desired you, that I waited for you day after day, that I longed to hear the sound of your voice? The love of God is revealed in Jesus Christ, who this moment comes right to your seat and says, I have a word for you. I know your whole life story. I know every skeleton in your closet. I know every moment of sin, shame, and dishonesty and degraded love that has darkened your past. Right now, I know your shallow faith, your feeble prayer life, your inconsistent discipleship. And my word is this: I dare you to trust that I love you, just as you are, not as you should be. I dare you to trust that I love you, just as you are, and not as you should be.